Hello everyone, Professor Halsey here. We want to look at section 3.4 in our Zybook assignment for CEIS150. Right, and here we had started with a time class, time 24, and we're extending that class with overloading the subtraction operator. So you can see here it's different subtracting time than it is regular numbers, so you got to check for that greater than 60. Once it goes below 0, then we're subtracting off an hour, and that determines here the math that they're doing to check to see if the time wraps to a new day. If the hours is greater than 12, then we reset the hours, 24 minus the hours plus 1. Then they'll return the time 24 value in hours and minutes. Okay, so a good example to have in your toolbox. And here they're looking at the isInstance function, and what it does is it looks at a specific variable here, and then it'll tell us if that variable is a specific type. So here we're looking to see if other is a type of time 24. Here we're looking to see if other is of time int. All right, so they're using it twice there. IsInstance returns a true or false depending on whether that variable matches the type that you list. Okay, and again, we can use methods for emulating all of these different numeric functions. We can overload any of those that we like. Okay, so here's our participation, and they give us a class called loose change, and it's just passed a value, and that value becomes an integer representing a total number of cents. Okay, so adding two loose change instances, LC1 plus LC2, returns a new loose change instance with the summed value of LC1 and LC2. Right, so what we want to do here is we'd have to give it two different values, and then it'd be adding those two instances together. But we're only picking up one of them at a time, if I'm understanding this correctly. And then we want to add those two loose change values together. Okay, and I want to remind you again, if you're not sure what this is for, that's what this is for, show answer. So all we have to do here is add the self.value, which got stored when the first LC1 was entered. That's what would be in there. And then we're going to pick up the next one, and that would be stored in other.value, and those two would get added together and stored back in new value. Okay, so we have the self and the other, and they're getting added together and stored in new value. Then new value is returned to loose change. Okay, here we want the floating point value of value. I believe it is. Yep. Our value of self. All right, and again, what it's for, that's what this is for, is to help you with these assignments. So if you're not sure what you're doing here, you just hit show answer. It's going to give you the answer, and then you have to type it in. So that's practice. So even if you don't know what it's supposed to be, by the time you tell it to show answer and you look over this and you read it, then you know what to type in, and you come over here and type in the answer. So we want to return the floating point value of self.value, And then we want to take that and divide it by 100 so we can get that floating point value. We're converting that loose change. Let's say we got 125 pennies. That's $1.25. So we're converting 135 to $1.35. All right. This one's fun. We get to add different instances of time. I'll try to get it right. Sometimes I forget what to carry and what not to, so I'm not doing it on paper, but y'all help me, I'll get it right. All right, so the print determines what comes out, and it's first time dot hours and first time dot minutes, which comes from up here. First time is first trip plus second trip. All right, so 246 plus 31. All right, so 6 and 1 is 7. No carry there, we're all good. But 4 and 3 is 7, and we can't have 77 minutes, right? It only goes up to 60, so once it goes past 60, if it goes to 70, I've gone up 10 minutes. So I got to remember that carry of 1. And then I'm going to increment the number that's here. So I have a 1 that carried over from here because I went past 6. So I incremented and went 1 over here. So I got 2 plus 1 is 3. All right. So then for the second time plus hours, second time minutes, we've got second time is second trip plus second trip. So we take 031 plus 031. All right, so 31 and 31 gives us, 1 and 1 gives us a 2. And the 3 and 3 gives us a 6, right? So then since we're going past, or since we hit 6, we're going to increment by 1, and this goes back to 0. And since it was right at 6, there was no need to have a number here. We didn't have that, like 7, we had that 1 left over after we went past 6. Here we don't have that because we're right at 6, so it'd be 102. Let me check that. I'm not great at these, so well, y'all are wrong, sorry. But okay, yeah, I guess one. No, because I'm right. 31 and 31 is 60, which would be 1 here and a 2 here. And the answer to that, the expected answer is wrong. That would be 1 minute and 20, according to, but they're just not wanting the 0 here. That was the crappy part, but okay, whatever. Let me do the next one as well, and then we'll move on to the next part. So in this one, it's the same thing. We're adding first trip and second trip, 450 and 34. So we have a 4. Oh, never mind. 346 and 53. So 6 and 3 is 9. Okay, and then we have 4 and 5, which gives us 9, which is 3 past 6. And then the 3 would increment to 4 because we did go past, or we hit 6. And when we do the 3 here, because we went 3 past 6, All right, now next one we're adding second trip and second trip, so 53 and 53. All right, so the 3 and the 3 is 6. 5 and 5 is 10, so we go 4 past the 6, so we have 146. No, I don't need a C. You're going to get me counted wrong. Yes, finally you get both of them right. Okay, and we'll move on to the next one. Okay, so our first print here is round trip time in hours, round trip time in minutes. So the round trip time is the one-way time plus one-way time. All right, so one-way time twice is 242 plus 242. All right, the 2 and the 2 gives us 4. All right, the 4 and the 4 gives us 8. Now the 8 is 2 past the 6, and that means we're going to increment the 2 to a, no, because we have 2 plus 2 would be 4, and then we increment that once, which would give us 524. Or just the other one that was adding 0, but here we're adding 2 and 2 for the duration. And since we had the carryover, then we get one more, which is 5. All right, then one way plus 54, so we have 242 plus 54. The 4 and the 2 gives us a 6. All right, the 5 and the 4 give us a 9, which is 3 past 6, and that means we would increment the 2 to a 3. So 524 and 336. Oh, I was not paying attention to the if function, so oops is what it should have returned there. So I guess what it did was when it had the one-way time plus 54, those were two different types of values that it was looking at. Okay, so it compares other, which in this case was the 54 with duration, and that was not a duration, so therefore it should have outputted oops instead of 336. So let's go try that one more time. Okay, and this one, the first print statement is adding a duration and an integer, so that one's going to give us the oops. Then 140 plus 140, 0 plus 0 is obviously 0, and then we have 4 plus 4, which is 8, which gives us 2 over the 6, and then we'll increment the 1 to 2, so we have 220, oops, and 220. No, my apologies, that's a 1 plus 1 plus a 1, so 320, and we'll check that one. Okay, so here we have flight time and a function for int, integer function. So what it's going to return is hours times 60 plus the minutes. All right, so 4 times 60 would be 240 plus the minutes makes it 258. Okay. Alright, next here we have flight time and drive time. Both of those are set as a duration. we're going to convert that to an integer, so flight time plus drive time. Okay, so I have 13 and 27 is going to give me 5 hours and 50 minutes. So 5 times 60 is 300. I'm sorry, that's 40 minutes. So 3 hours or 340 minutes. Okay, and the integer of flight time plus the integer of drive time, 213 plus 327. Oh no, that's not what it did. Hang on. The integer of flight time would be 2 times 60, which is 120. So 133 plus 3 times 60 is 180. So 207. Add those two together and I should get the 340. All right. Okay, if you have any questions over those, please don't hesitate to reach out. Again, look here for a list of numeric special method names, meaning like the ones we have up there that we were redefining. You just have more of them in a list here that you can use. Okay. Thank you. Join me soon for 3.5.